Hey everybody, what is happening? The day is finally here. Got the doors and the fenders, trunk lid and the hood relatively back on the car. They're not bolted on or anything. These are just held in by like one bolt just to hold them in place. I would like to color sand and buff them, off the car. This door was a beast to get on and it's still not closing right. But whatever. That's that. Here's also the problem with aftermarket quarter panels. If you don't know what you're doing, see how big this gap is? Okay. Here's how the gap is supposed to be on this side. This one closes fine though, but it's just like this is sitting really high, and I don't get it. There's like a little there's one of these things on the back of the bolt there, and I took it out to try and lower it a little bit, and this is about as low as I could get it. So that's pretty bad, but whatever. We're gonna get it painted, and I'm just gonna tell the owner that he can tinker toy and get everything aligned and all that stuff, because that wasn't part of the agreement of what I was going to do. That was just kind of a let me get it done sort of deal. But anyways, all I gotta do now is wash off everything. Well, not wash off with a hose, but I got a little plain water in a squirt bottle. I'm just gonna clean off the entire car and get all the sand and goo off and all that stuff. And then probably going to tape up the jams. Like take a piece of like 1.5 inch tape and just roll it in a circle and then stick it in the jam there, so we won't get any overspray all over the place. This is gonna get cleaned off as well. And then over here, since I don't have like an actual part stand or whatever, we've got this thing nailed up to the post here. Same thing with the top part of the front nose. These are the emblems that I blacked out. These are actually done with a semi-gloss, or like kind of like a 20% gloss clear, or flat if you want to call it that. So that's going to be pretty sweet to do. And then paint that we're going to be using is TCP Global's Restoration Shop, their compliant base coat. Gray, I've added black to it, which really doesn't do a whole lot. We didn't go crazy. We didn't get their premium clear. We just got their normal. I guess this is their OE equivalent of what will come out of the factory. Medium speed reducer. Since according to the weather report, right now it's around like the mid to high 70s, so I think that'll work out all right. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up, place the camera inside, and we're gonna get started. One thing I forgot to say really quick. What I like to clean my car with is soap and water, or dish soap and water, then plain water, and then I come back with a House of Color KC20. I don't really use wax and grease remover anymore because of all the health hazards I've seen on it, and I just kind of don't want to take the risk. So this post-sanding cleaner, I haven't heard anything bad about it. It doesn't smell funny or whatever else. Honestly, it kind of smells like soap and water, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what I use to clean the car with. Alright, so I'll kick you on when I get moving. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to wet out the roof, move over here to the hood, and then I'm going to have to do the rest and shut the camera off because it just oversprays way too much. I'm using a conventional spray gun, not an HVLP. This gun and my compressor is like barely enough to keep up with the whole car. So, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, there's our first coat. I'm gonna shut it off. This is way too foggy and I don't want my camera to be in here. Gonna slam down 2 more coats. Okay, so that was a battle. I ended up only putting 2 coats of clear down. One of my tarps had failed and there was a gust of wind and some a bunch of white crap came in and landed on one of the panels, and I had realized after I had cleared the roof that the roof has to be redone. There's no way out of that. So like I said earlier on, I think I'm just going to cut the rest of the car with 600 grit wet, make everything flat, and then the roof I'm going to really tear into that. And then I'm going to try and blend out the roof to try and get that stuff to lay out right and match. There's a couple of zigzags and some weird stuff going on. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, that's where we stand with the car for today. I'm wondering how much great footage is going to come out of this, because my conventional gun, that thing fogs like no one's business, man. That gun is crazy, and I'm pretty beat. It's about 7 o'clock at night right now. I started this at about 11 in the morning, just prepping it, getting ready to spray. I think I started spraying around 3 o'clock, and I just now finished, and it's just about 7. So yeah, I'm pretty beat. I'm not happy about the roof. I'm not happy about a couple little specks that landed on the right fender, but overall, I think the car looks pretty good, and I think once I get my last 3 coats of clear on there, and when I color sand it and buff it out, it's just going to be one beautiful looking car. Won't get you first place. I don't think any car I do out here will ever get first place, because it's just too much trash. It's too much just contamination all over the place. I have kind of subpar equipment on top of that too, so. But the car is going to be a nice driver. It's going to look pretty good coming down the street. So, Marin, if you made it through this whole video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you wish to connect with me socially, you can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, Tumblr, and Blogger. Also check out the folks over at the GT channel, which you can find tons of car drag stuff, burnouts and drifting, and all kinds of good stuff that'll keep you entertained for quite the few hours. All the respective links can be found down below. Do thumbs up the video, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, I'll see you next time.